An album is a collection of audio recordings, example music, issued on a medium such as a compact disc, vinyl record, or audio tape. And for me, for an album to be a 10 out of 10, I don't know where that point was going. For an album to be a 10 out of 10, all songs have to mean something. All songs have to have substance. All songs need to fit a theme, undoubtedly. Now, if we look at big albums from the past and the present, we have Thriller by Michael Jackson. This stuff is done without a script, too. This is all like in the moment, improv, whatever you want to call it. But Thriller, a complete banger of an album. But is the album itself a thriller? No, that's the name of the biggest song. But still, we look at every single track on it, and each song, maybe not Baby Be Mine, but you get what I'm saying. Every single track on here hits, and that elevates the album itself. So does the album fit a certain theme? No, but each track itself carries. Each track itself independently is something big, or at least has some motion. So because of that, Thriller is a good album. Now, if we look at a bell curve, we're jumping, I get it, but it's going to make sense. Look at a bell curve. You know what a bell curve is? Pretty much how to get one is you take a society and you get a sample of it. I need a picture. Just give me a picture. I'll give a picture of it. And it's broken down by population. So, for example, we could go height or weight or something like that. And the majority of the population is going to fit inside of this middle area. That's like 68% of the population is going to fit. And then it goes up to, goodness, 68 plus these numbers. You can see where it's going. I don't remember exactly. It's been a while since I've taken statistics, but the majority is in here. The majority of albums you'll ever hear are going to fit inside of this area. So consider this part right here 5. Just a basic album. Good songs, this up and downs of 5. We go over here, we run into the 6, 7, 8, 9. Your 10s are going to be in that 0.1 percentage of every single album you hear. And this is overall population. On the same way we go down, that's a 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 right over here. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, people say is a 10 out of 10. And I don't believe it's a 10 out of 10. Do I believe it's an 8 or a 9? Yes. A 7 is kind of disrespectful. 8 or a 9. But never a 10. I don't like doing 0.5s. And am I feeling rather an 8 or a 9? If I have to question whether or not it's a 9, it's an 8. It's a solid 8 out of 10. But back to what I was saying with the albums. Thriller, once again, I'm not going to give this a rating, but overall, if we're talking about vibes, we're talking about stuff, it's higher than 5, obviously. Less than a 10 because it has dropping tracks like Lady in My Life and Baby Be Mine. Next example of an album. Now, we're looking at Sour. We'll do Sour and Guts at the exact same time. Realistically, Olivia Rodrigo has dropped classics. Am I going to say that it's better than Thriller? No, I'm not tweaking. But what I am going to say is she came up and she knocked this stuff out of the park, undoubtedly. Because she had an idea of Sour. Once again, the Sour describe the album? No. But if you listen to every single song on this album and the other album, it's Adolescence. Adolescence at a fantastic peak. It's a description of adolescence, relationships, heartbreak. It's just the best way to describe this is adolescence. Speaking of, I just thought of another category or something I'm about to talk about, but that's going to go like right here. No, not there. Right here in topics. But adolescence to a key. So every song has to do with some type of aspect of relationships, of heartbreak, of this is how I feel. I feel this anger. I feel this rage. I feel this sour feeling from my guts. And then from there, she pushes. So these albums, undoubtedly, Sour's a classic. I don't care what you say. It is. It's going to stand the test of time. Guts, in itself, I say it's a classic also. Keeping it a stack, I really enjoy the album. Am I going to go back someday? I ain't going to hold you, definitely. So these are higher than 5s. We look at Jermaine Cole, J. Cole. KOD is a focus on addiction. And this Doesn't really tell a story, but at the same time, it hits those topics. His what's his other album called? The one where he's the I can't believe I forgot the name of it. No, not 2014 Forest Hills Drive. That's another album I think is overrated. But we'll wait. We're on top of that. For Your Eyes Only is another fantastic album, of which there's a subject matter, and the song tells, and the whole album tells a story of that subject. It's a comprehensive album. And if your album, because it's very easy, I'm just clicking stuff now. It's very easy to make an album just off of banger track, banger track, banger track, banger track, and not have any idea supporting it. See, the 10 out of 10s, 8 out of 10s, 9 out of 10s, those are the albums of which every song is amazing, or up to every song, depending if you're like an 8. Every song is amazing to an extent, but there's a subject matter. There's an idea of which you are following. There's a goal within your mind where whenever you start this album, there's a perspective, there's a story, there's an idea. And when you reach the end of the album, there's that perspective, that idea, that story, but it's changed. There's been a shift. And as a listener, you're able to see this difference. You're able to see the shift. You're able to relate to it. You're able to see from this first song to this last song, I'm different now. And that's the difference. That's why you will see albums that drop that are just 5s. For example, Baby on Baby. Baby on Baby by the Baby. This is an example. So he drops this song. We look at all the songs on it. Please hurry up. Nonetheless, we know Suge. We don't know any more of these songs, right? So obviously, from first viewing, am I most likely gonna feel different from Baby on Baby? Definitely not. Does it have a cohesive story? Definitely not. Respectfully, of course. You could always, rappers, money, women, whatever. But still, no cohesive story. So it's gonna be in the 3, 4, 2 category because it only has one good song that's trying to carry, and the rest of these can be put up and nobody's gonna know what they are. Respectfully, of course. So you guys understand my idea of a good album. Now let's continue to get on to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. You know what? I'm really liking this intro feeling of this. So we'll go to the rest of Kanye's albums real quick. Ye West albums. Now, sadly enough, I can never re-listen to this album for the first time, so I've heard it before. But we look at his stuff before, The College Dropout, Late Registration. These two are undoubtedly my favorite albums of his. Which one is better? I have no idea. I can do another analysis at some point. We'll see. We hit, boom, Graduation. Another good album. Then we hit My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Once again, great album. Right now, before we hit the analysis, I'm already thinking 8 out of 10. Last time I listened to this album was literally yesterday, beginning to end, track to track to track to track. So, I already have this huge idea of what he's going to be, about whenever we begin this first listen. More overall ideas before we get there. Production versus rapping. Kanye West is not a lyricist. He's not. And through this album, you see that. And Kanye is extremely good at rapping on beat, though. His flow is impeccable. Every single thing he says, I can relate. I cannot relate to. Can't believe I said that. Every single thing he says on a beat, I rock with. It's easy to nod your head with. The flow is impeccable. But his greatest strength, turned to weakness, is his production. There are points within this album where the production is so good, and I mean it's so fantastic that the rapping doesn't even matter. To where his features on the track, whoever's singing, whoever's rapping, it doesn't mean anything because the production is the best part. Whenever the chorus, where there's nobody saying anything and it's just a beat or this edit of this sample of something else, and it's just you like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Or the chorus in the background. This isn't an instrumental album, but in moments you kind of wish it was. And that's a downside. You find the best moments in the album whenever the production and the rapping go hand in hand. To where the production is doing its job in the background, but also the rap is flowing well and it has a good subject matter and we're going with it. You hear the idea of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. And in your mind, there's instantly this feeling of what is this beautiful, dark, twisted fantasy? And have I read analysis to it? No. After my overanalysis, we'll look at other people's ideas of what the album means, and we'll have our perspective shifted, hopefully. But I'm not going to do that before and then have my mind shifted. But after listening to the whole thing, can I put my finger on this is his beautiful, dark, twisted fantasy? No, I can't. But there are ideas that I would love to break down and do more research on. So we're going to go song by song, get a quick little sample because I'm not trying to get my stream shut down. But we're going to look at every single lyric and see if there's underlying stuff that we might have missed before, that I might have missed before. Next topic, arrogance. Undoubtedly within this album, whenever the rappers are confident, whenever they sound arrogant, that's whenever they're at their best. There's just something about someone who's talking with so much confidence, with this idea of, I know who I am, I know what I'm saying, and you're not going to watch me on this mic. I'm the best there ever was, the best there ever will be. That confidence is contagious. You can listen to it and you can be like, this person knows what they're talking about, and they're going to show me that they're better. They're going to show me that they're the best. They're going to show me that they're worth every single dollar. They're going to show me that they were worth their time on this song. In the exact same way that I'm talking with this confidence, with the stuff that I believe in, that I'm speaking from my heart, that I'm speaking from my mind, you believe that everything I'm saying is worth it. And that's whenever we're at our best. Because whenever we hit a song or hit some type of moment in the album where someone's rapping, it's just like they're going through the motion. I go with the ocean. I'll be able to make you feel the emotion. It's like it don't hit the same. But if I came from here and I'm here now, watch how I get this green cow. And now, you know what I mean? There's a difference in between the feeling, the energy that goes with it. So Confident Kanye is the best Kanye. Undoubtedly. That's whenever I feel like he's hitting his stuff. Legitimately. That Nicki Minaj verse, we're not even in that song yet. But because she said it with so much confidence, one of the lyrics to realize she wasn't really saying a whole lot. But because she kept on, yeah, money, I'm the rookie, behind the pay. We were like, oh my gosh. She got it like that. So My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. You know what? We can start like a list. I was about to open on Google Docs. I don't know if I'm going to docs myself, though. Let's see what happens. Dang. I'm going to be really excited to cut this up into like its own video. But I was going to be like, what's Kanye's Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy? If I have to log in, we're not doing it. Nope, almost doxed myself. Crazy. But, where was I? Yes, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Well, I was going to look at the initial covers, but off rip, we look at the track list. Dark Fantasy, really good intro, gorgeous. Don't remember how it sounds like. Once we'll get to it, I'll play a little bit. I'll remind myself. But off rip, don't remember what it sounds like. But I know it's good. Power, great. All the Lights interlude, fantastic. All the Lights, fantastic. Monster, fantastic. Boom. Right here, between Monster and Soul Pod is where we see a shift within this album, where the high energy, where the flows, where everything shifts, and it gets a little bit slower. It gets more precise. It flows different. It sounds different. This first half, in my opinion, doesn't miss. We'll see once we look at the lyrics, but from what I remember from yesterday, doesn't miss. This second half is where you start to see the misses. We're not including See Me Now. So we can like scoot up. Who Will Survive in America is the last part. But Soul Paul by itself, of course we're not there at the song yet, but Soul Paul by itself fits My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy as an idea. If you were to give somebody this album name and then play them this song, what they would think in their heads is that this album will be completely different. If you look at this first half of songs, if you were to give a random person who's never heard this album one of these songs and be like, hey, listen to this real quick. Once they hear the rest of the songs in the first half, they'd be like, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. But if you play them this song and then show them that any song from that first half, they'd be like, oh, this is from the same album. That's crazy. Devil in a New Dress. I still believe the song is overrated. Once again, it was the confident Rick Ross, the confident Kanye. But all in all, I just feel like it's missing something. Well, Runaway. It sounds good. It's good to listen to. I don't understand the hype around it. Maybe it's the authentic Kanye. Like confident Kanye is great, and authentic Kanye. Every other Kanye, it depends. But maybe it's it's the authentic Kanye. It just hit me thinking back to his other albums. The Hey Mama, I wanna sing out. That's authentic Kanye. And whenever you can feel that emotion, feel like the heart that he feels, that's whenever things begin to make sense. That's whenever his music like elevates. So confident Kanye is easy to like, yeah, yeah, go Kanye, hey, he going crazy, yeah. But then that authentic Kanye makes you sit and reflect. And that's why Runaway itself stands out. Sometimes I'm gonna hit these moments where I'm talking and then I like figure this out by myself by just talking through it. Of life, don't remember a thing from it realistically. Blame game, Yeezy taught me. Yeezy taught me. This one is very interesting. I might as well. Okay, I'm gonna go back up to these top six and give these like a description because I didn't do that for the rest of them. But blame game, I actually like that one. I'm not gonna hold you. The I would like if the Chris Rock part was a separate like other interlude instead of it being included with the song. But I enjoy the fact that like not I enjoy I recognize the fact that the woman in the song wants to avoid conflict now. So all she can do is like provide favors and keep what she says really, really short. And that way she avoids the conflict. So that Yeezy taught me, Yeezy taught me, Yeezy taught me. That's what she says. That's what she defaults to because she knows if she says that, then everything in the relationship will be okay. But she can never get what she wants anymore. That's just the beginning of the overanalysis. Yes, sir, Ski. We're cooking. Let me check, make sure if anything sounds good. That's beautiful. Lost in the world. Y'all might get a performance from me for each song. I don't know. Down for the ride. This is another song that's amazing. And who will survive in America? Oh, Lost in the World is just a banger. Like keeping this aside. Then who will survive in America was more so like a spoken poem more so than a song. But realistically, if I had the choice to like shorten this album, I'd keep Dark Fantasy. I'd keep everything 1 through 6. I would keep Runaway, keep Playing Game, Lost in the World, Who Survived America, but I would change the order. Realistically, Hell of a Life can get kicked. Devil New Dress respectfully can get kicked. Soul Paul can get kicked. And I would also shorten the songs. Multiple times on this album, I was listening to it and I was like, all right, bet the song should end right here. But it goes on for way too long, genuinely. And the exact same way I was talking about uh splitting up the blame game into its own song and then like an interlude, there are moments where the beat just keeps on going and you're like, what's next? Or moments where there's just people's verses that should have been cut out, truthfully. Like no hate, all this stuff is done respect. Also, for kind of sense at the very beginning, everything I'm saying is factual. On this date, everything is factual. Tomorrow, things may change, but I'm speaking just facts, straight up facts. And it's also kind of jokes, like don't take this stuff too seriously. Or you can. I'm just saying that today it's factual. Tomorrow we can argue all day and things might be different. Okay, great. Back to what I was saying. So songs definitely need to be shorter. You have the album covers. I'm not gonna show the uncensored one because I prefer to keep my stream up. First song, Dark Fantasy. I'm gonna need you to load, por favor, because you're holding up the thank you so much. Let's get a quick listen, not too long, because I'm not trying to get this stuff shut down. Okay, just kidding. It had to like redo it. Speaking of, let's might as well. While that one's loading, we'll get the rest of these. Like, make sure that they're loaded up. I know they're like me, because genuinely, there are some songs I do not remember what they sound like. Other ones, of course, I remember what they sound like. Dang, dang, da dang, da dang, da dang, da dang, 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 dang. But that was a solid intro. Hopefully, y'all agree. If y'all don't agree, sorry, but I'm going in so far, and it's been about I've spent 20 minutes just in an intro, not even looking at like specific albums yet. It's crazy, bro. Literally, what's going on? Your bag fumbling genius. I'm about to switch up. All right, this don't want to work. Kanye, Ye West, Dark Fantasy lyrics. There's no way. All right, we're switching to iPad because I'm not gonna hold y'all up. Y'all can just listen to what I'm saying. Because nothing wants to work right now. Oh, now you want to act right. So second, I pull out the iPad. You want to do stuff right. So, oh, this is the. Can we get much higher? So high. Oh, oh, oh. I had someone text me earlier because they knew I was about to do this, and that was the only part of the song they remembered was "Can we get much higher?" So, boom, right there is a fantastic example of what I was talking about. The production, like going too far. All right, we have. I think it was Nicki Minaj. If this would work, I could like get better confirmation, but I think it's Nicki Minaj on this first part. You think you might have seen the scene. You haven't. The phone's brought to me. The water down when you know. But I'll just read you through it. Zip it. Listen. I love this part. This intro is fantastic. It already creates a sense of like curiosity of wondering, what's this about to be about? And then the beautiful intro that I was talking about, and then boom, we have Kanye coming in with the first verse. Chicago, mercy, mercy me, the mercy lago. He say broken Spanish, me no hablo. And right here, like this is what I'm talking about. In this, like his rapping is lacking. It feels like sometimes he does like the cookie cutter bars, or he'll say something that's like cute in the moment, but overall doesn't affect the album, doesn't affect the subject matter at all. Is this stuff just dead? Not gonna work? I guess not. We're just gonna exit out. Ooh, I say that. Do I have anything else I need? Because it's just bothering me watching those like run and run and run with like nothing breaking it. We'll see. And so sometimes I wish like stuff would work. You know what I mean? Make things a lot easier for us. That what is this? What's this? Put it somewhere. Track list. Let's try to redo it. But Dad, if it doesn't work this time, I'm gonna like. Well, we'll clean this whole tab. We'll clean this whole window just to help you breathe. Cause like, what are you doing for real? Why aren't you working? Thank you. Now we gotta do this part again. Of course, I don't want to leave. Okay, we'll get back to this. Broke down in sorrow in that Diablo. Found me bravery and bravado. This is some awesome. You ain't got no Yeezy in your Serato. You ain't got no Yeezy. I don't know, just a Chi-Town with a nice flow, with a nice flow. So much head off of Sweet Hollow. Beyond, like you can look, you as amazing as the album sounds on this one. The what is he talking about? And like, and there are moments where you're like, okay, there's something we would love to break down on, but we just do not get it. Sorry for the night, demons still visit me. The plan was to drink until the pain over. What's worse, the pain or the hangover? Like stuff like that. Heat. Please expand on that more, bro. Is Genius is trash? Genius might just be trash. Window. Some miracles in your team. That's why your win's low. I mean, it's a cute. I'm not gonna lie. It's a cute little line. Out of context, it's a cute little line. But then he goes, "Don't make you pull out the toys, huh? Don't make you pull out the toys." Rather than just that makes some noise. No seance. Just kids, no parents. And then boom, that's the whole song. So it's like that's good, but like, what did you really say though? You know what I mean? Like, okay, you tried it. Next track we have "Gorgeous." George, how do you spell gorgeous? Gorgeous. Kanye West. Sorry, but we just cooked that verse. I don't want to give us. Well, I've seen some people like give each song like a value, like 1 through 10, and then like average that all out to make the album. But right now, it's missing. It sounds great, but lyrics missing, subject matter missing. I don't know what your dark, beautiful, twisted fantasy is. Gorgeous. This is why I wish that this would be working right now because I don't remember what gorgeous sounds like, but I know it's good. I wonder if I could like get it without like blowing something up. Let's see real quick. Because sometimes just by looking at the lyrics, I will never let you down, down, down. Okay, I got it. I got the song now. I remember it. Are you playing? I'm staying. I will never get down, down, down. Boom. So like Alec Baldwin. Brandon. I want him Brandon. This one is better. Already you can see like it's much more cohesive. Much better use of subject matter. Much better like from this stanza. Present chances, the devil dances, and eventually answers to the call of autumn. Got him falling for the love of balling. Got caught with 30 rocks, the cop like Alec Baldwin. Inner Century anthems based off Inner Century tantrums, based off the way it was branded. Face it, Jerome got more than Brandon. And the airport they checked out through my bag and tell me that it's random. Beautiful. Like actually, that's amazing. This is hitting right now. Say when it was a week's been a bad massage. Get it. Question I need it. Ain't no question if I want it, I need it. Yeah. It can feel the blood dripping away from me. New religion. It is missing. This is more than one goal to then Michael West has a whole attention. Once again, this is amazing. Truly. Like truly. This is so great. This is exactly how you focus on a topic or jump around on topics, but make it coherent to where we understand what's going on. You're telling a story. You are describing exactly what you want. Fantastic second song. Dark fantasy sounds good, but it's missing a whole lot. It's carried by production. This one, great production, but this is where like the rap. This is what I'm talking about. The production and rapping going hand in hand and making they ain't making something beautiful. Hiccups out of now is terrible. Power. This is where we see the first like true confident Kanye. See, thank you for Google for like realizing what the theme is for today. Some of those songs I already know. Living in that 21st century, doing something being do it. And whenever Kanye is rapping really confident, he can have more like lyrics like dark fantasy, but it sounds good as if it was gorgeous. Mmm. So yeah, this one he's definitely back to yapping. Undoubtedly. You can see it. The treasures of my mom, but they can open up my vault. My childlike creativity, my purity and honesty. Is honestly been crowded by these grown thoughts. Reality's catching up with me, taking my inner child, fighting for custody with these responsibilities that they entrusted me as laid down my diamond crusted piece. Yikes. I ain't gonna lie, he was spitting there. Okay, I jumped. It's like a combination of these two. So the strong, super strong production value, but also like the lyrics. He was yapping at the very beginning. He was yapping at the beginning. I'm not gonna lie. But now he started spitting a little bit. This line is crazy. Jumping out the window, letting everything go, letting everything go. That's very interesting. This will be a beautiful death. He's like describing suicide. So he has all this power, but at the end of the day, he has this power of the world. He has this money. He can do whatever he wants. But he also has the power to like take his own life, which is crazy. You got the power to let power go, or maybe it's not even the final say. It's like he's trying to get rid of it all now. Because of course he's saying like how he has this power, but then he's also bringing up all this extra stuff that comes with it. And if he could escape or get rid of this power, he would. Maybe that's the beautiful dark twisted fantasy. So right now, dark fantasy, but these two right here, they're hidden. So this song really balances like that fun idea, but also like let's hit let's like all the lights interlude. I know I'm looking up lyrics, but there are no lyrics. But this is one of those situations where that's not what I asked for. I asked for the interlude, but we'll keep it here. The interlude is amazing. A very soft build up, and it just has you like waiting into anticipation for the next thing. And it goes the perfect amount of time for you to get used to it. And then there's the all of the lights with that perfect choir. I kid you not. Every time I listen to this moment in headphones, it almost brings me. The first time I think it did bring me to tears. Listen to it yesterday, it didn't, but it still made me like stop where I was walking and be like, this is a moment in history. Truly. It's perfect. And there's nothing more I could say about the transition between the interlude and all the lights. Y'all have heard all the lights before, but let's break it down some more. So lights in your baby, and when you understand it, fast cars, shooting stars, all the lights, all the lights. Money, you get it for the rest of me. Pounds from that bread. This subject matter is going a lot of places initially. So we have the domestic abuse angle, jail time, then returning, and then him being mad that someone else took his spot, but you just beat up your girl. Yikes. And then probably just with the lights being too bright within the city of where he is. So he's already at this high place and he's not willing to let go of the thing that keeps him grounded. You've heard of that before. Like you always see huge stars with their significant others, and you're like, I don't even know who the significant other is, but they keep them grounded, keep them like in reality. But at the same time, y'all are in these two different places, and it's very easy for you to pull them towards the ground, but it's also easy for them to pull you up. So that's what I see here in terms of lights in here, baby. Extra light. I want y'all to see this. So where they're not grounded anymore. They're actually at this elevated place and they're trying to take the person there with them. Training work can see my daughter, her mother, brother, grandma, hear me in that order. The station I met at the borders. Order. Told her she'd take me back. I'll be more supportive. Went that bread. Got a baby, please. Grow up to Ghetto University. The second time he's referenced Ghetto University. Realistically, I did not notice that the lyrics were hitting this hard. Another downside is production. Because you're always nodding your head, but you're not listening. You're not listening yet. Wow. If I do it this way, will it open up faster? Will it still be slow? It's still gonna be slow. Maybe not. Let's see. Fight me. I just said how the instrumental part was whatever, whatever, whatever. Okay, we're on Monster. Yikes. This is about to be controversial. Come on, money ain't. Let's hopefully I can get this one to work. This song though does not sound good. Like, of course, the beat is like cool and everything, but a lot of the stuff sounds like it was recorded on an iPod. Like, there's like a obvious audio difference, audio quality difference between this song and the rest of them. Are you running that side? I don't remember how this works. Sacrifice your life, short line, yeah, ain't right, yeah. Sacrifice your life. I'm a monster, no good blood sucker. Weak, weak first verse. Gossip, gossip. Just stop it. Everybody know I'm a monster. Move up. Your hands at the concert. Profit, profit. I got it. Everybody know I'm a see your hands at the concert. See your hands. Hands down, huh? What is this? Rap on the track. Triple double no assist. Triple double no assist is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that's like points, rebounds, steals, or blocks. That's a bar. That's a that's a bar. Oh my gosh. So if you don't know, triple doubles happen in basketball whenever you get more than 10 of a certain category. So 10 points. The traditional triple double is points, so 10 or more points, 10 or more rebounds, 10 or more assists. He ain't doing assists. So we either get a whole lot of points, a whole lot of rebounds, a whole lot of steals, or a whole lot of blocks. That's a bar. But back to what we were saying. Like my older, older for the beat, same rap, same track pain, bring you back pain. Cool now. It's the new now. This whole verse was cool. It was cool. Like once again, he wasn't saying like a whole lot of specific stuff. This is gossip, gossip. Just stop it. Okay, this Jay Z's verse started good. I'm not gonna lie. Started naming monsters. Some with no conscience. Having everybody knows I'm a songs. Conquer, stomp it, stop your silly nonsense, nonsense. What a swamp is. Times I've seen, I still hear fiends. Dreaming my dreams. Blah blah blah. The avenues. This line is crazy. Love. I don't give enough of it. And all I get is these vampires and bloodsuckers. All I see is these millionaires feeling about it. They spilling their feelings in the air. All I see is these no fangs trying to blow blood. Smell the mask. It's in the way. Realistically, reading his verse, he just did it bad. He really performed this trash. Cause reading the lyrics, this kind of hits. I'm not gonna lie, but in the song is not it. Not it at all. I'm not gonna lie. She did put in work because it's the confidence, and then also like where she's going is very coherent. You read through it and you're like, I get it, I get it. I'm following this story extremely well. I'll say Bride of Chucky. It's Child's Play. That's a cookie cutter bar. Do better, please. Respectfully, of course. A mild day. Hmm. I don't remember what this last part. What does the outro sound like? No, it's not it. That's not what that sounds like. Am I getting songs confused? Can I not play? Can I like? All right, they're being weird. Please don't start playing out of nowhere. You're gonna scare me and I'm gonna cry. Next song. Come on, bro. Excuse me. We did not come here for the ads. Excuse me. We did not come here for the ads. Can I not get out the? Yo. Thank you. Can we like not do that ever again for me? I am actually so appalled. Okay, what did I just say about playing music out of nowhere? Who are you? Don't do that. You and I are not cool. I will mute your tab. Don't play with me. So appalled. Lyrics, just the lyrics. Now we gotta wait because it don't want to work with me. Uh, oh, this was. What did I just say? No, no, no. You're not gonna play the song because it did not say to play the song. Goofy. Could have been on the track for real. Kanye just didn't ask me. I was also really young at the time. Okay, great. So appalled. I knew this song sounded different. Was originally released a part of the Good Friday series on September 4th, 2010. I knew it. I'm not supposed to be reading that stuff yet, though. I kind of does it do that for all songs? Does it do it for all songs? Communicate with me. Move up on the. What did you say? You eat it. You eat it. Okay, where were we? It's gonna bring up that thing that this was a music. Okay, are you working now? No, I was gonna look up when did My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy come out. It's right here. Should be right. Nope. Nope. 2010. I know. Forget it. Back to this because I'm about to get heated. One hand in the air if you don't really care. Two hands in the air if you don't really care. It's like that sometimes. It's ridiculous. Okay. All this top stuff, whack. Not gonna lie, he's yapping. Probably like this last stanza's the best one. Right? And like they gotta work. You go into some stuff, man, they gotta work. Work is crazy. That's why I got another track, gotta hurt. I'd rather spit some I got a perk. Champagne wishes, 30 white stuffies. Okay, great. Then Jay Z comes back on the track. How about them all? How much? That's suspect. So appalled I might buy them all just to show brothers how much I have in store. That's a yikes. Not a fan. Especially y'all have to pause. That's a crazy line. That's a bar though. I went from the favorite to the most hated. Would you rather be underpaid or overrated? That's he. More victories for my league coaches. You already told you. We major. That's a reference back to we major. Yeah, we major. Beautiful. His verse had its ups and its downs. I'm not gonna lie. It was something though. It was something though. Chorus does what a chorus does. Push a T. Okay. Black Jack. I like this. Arrogant drug dealer, the legend I become. CNN said I'd be dead by 21. Blackjack, I just pulled an ace as you looking the king in his face. Oh, oh, that's heat. Now you cooked. Oh my gosh. That's a bar. I just got chills. Good stuff, Pusha T. What, brother? And then you say something like this: Range Rove, leather roof, love war, a truce. Still move a bird like I'm in bed with Mother Goose. I'm too rubber goose, green snake. Like, what are you talking about? See, I don't know. I told y'all from the beginning, like it seemed like it was from something else. Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna come back and read these. If the page wants to work, if the page works, we'll go back and look through these genius descriptions of the songs. But we're still catching my first, like, really like my second viewing, my first viewing of the lyrics. Really looking at what they say. Thank you for working again. That's a funny bar. God had a iPod to be on his playlist. Really dated, but still, it still hits to this day. It's a time of it. Okay. That's whack. This whole thing is whack. I'm not gonna lie. He didn't say anything here. Yet, like he was going somewhere with like the Christianity parallelisms, but then he started missing a whole lot. Yikes! This song missed. Yes, content wise, this song missed. Try again next year. What's the next? Why do you keep on doing this? Please just work with me. I'm begging you. Because I don't want to guess the next song and end up skipping something I shouldn't. Devil in a new dress. Don't see the hype behind around this one. Sometimes it's really good to look at the lyrics like I'm doing though, because you will miss some actual bars potentially because of the. I already said that enough. Y'all get what I'm saying. Mike Dean made it. It's amazing y'all. They're like multiple songwriters. Honest, like really, it's crazy. How are there all these songwriters? Can we like? It's the. Put your hands to the constellations. My sensation. This is weird. May the Lord forgive us. May the gods be with us. I don't like that. I just personally don't like that. But anyway, sing Christians, up to religion. Oh, she loses. I like that. Move this third party ad content out my face. Move. You're messing this up. Putting on makeup, Lord. The casualty of tour. I enjoy that. I like that phrase a lot. That she can wake up and not love me no more. Mm, the LeBron of rhyme. See, this is what I'm talking. Like, can we act right? Over arguing me over I got it summertime. That reminds me of like seasonal depression, but it's like seasonal arguing. and they can like just tell when they're about to get into an argument. See, and it's like moments like this where they start really hitting hard in this like relationship stuff, and it's becomes really cool whenever you hit this relationship song, then it's of a life, and then blame game. This is what I'm talking about. There's two halves of this album, bro, for real. And this song shouldn't even count because, as we saw, I probably shouldn't have seen it that quick. But this is not even a part. This is something totally different that you just haven't put on the album. Like, what are we doing? Okay, what the jerk you said you are, what you eat. Boo. But since you love that sense of humor, I gotta let you slide for that. Um, I like. See, this is he's being coherent now. Very obvious where this is going. He's not yapping in this song. This whole first part is a flex. Uh, yeah, don't see the point. These two are on two different songs. He's rapping about relationship woes, loss of religion, choosing this or that. Rick Ross's is I got money. Yo, you struggling? I got money. Money is nice. Money is fun. Money makes my honey bun. Like what? Okay, bro, you got it, dog. Still, it even reading through it again does not hit. Sorry, but West. It's gonna be a fun video. I said about everything I do. That's how you can tell like I'm enjoying what I'm doing. At the very beginning, I saw like one person come in, and then it was they came in as I was like doing my hair and still preparing stuff. Because sometimes I gotta like prepare things as the stream is on, rather than you know, gotta wait for this to load once again. Why didn't Genius keep it open? I need to know. How is stuff still loading on an app on a tab that I've had open? Thank you. Look at you, look at you, look at you, look at you. And I always find, yeah, always find something wrong. Way to love. So good that I find it, but I don't like the most. So I think it's time for us to have a toast. Cooked. Let's have a toast. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay. Beautiful. So he's found something real on the process of finding something real. And he knows that he isn't a good person, so he's telling her to get away. Obviously, but like still. Run away from me, baby. Run away. I admit it. I'm click on it. I'm not clicking on it. They could buy a crane with that top off. Come on, do better. Knock off. Knock it off. Knock it off. Run my top wages. Knock it off. Red loafers. Versace sofas. Young Rich and Tasteless. P. Subject matter wise, this missed. And for what is ever manic. See, that's in these later songs, they're not keeping it consistent. Like Monster, everybody, me, like knew what they were doing, but this one, they rapping once again two different songs. And that song is shorter than I thought it was. Nope, not reading that yet. That's gonna be really fun though. Just looking at that breakdown, like what Genius has to say. Of course, Genius doesn't have the final say in whatever stuff means, but still, fun to hear a new perspective. Yep. Yep, pretty news. Y'all feeling good so far? Y'all catching a new perspective, new bars, new ideas. Little brother nerd, little brother nerd. Always find, yeah, always find something wrong. You find a bit much sweat alone. So gifted, find it, I don't like the most. Okay, there it is. I don't even know what this song sounds like. Oh, that's Monster. I don't remember. Let me look it up real quick because I genuinely do not remember. Hold on, I'm about to press the play button once it pops up. I'll also read the lyrics though. Like the second I start hearing the music, I'll like it'll click. Ew, this first part is missing. Got it. Have you lost your mind? Tell me that you think we crossed the line. You're more up for me. I need. And terrible. Boo. Next. Come on. No. This song missed. Oh my gosh, this song missed. Nothing good there. This one, I already gave y'all a little bit. I don't remember how much I said about it though. No, I already described that too. Like in the first like overall description about how she says Easy taught me to avoid conflict. This will be fun. I like Kanye's relationship songs, but like relationships with another person. And whenever it's not just about like the sex, whenever it's like the turmoil or how much he enjoys this person in their life or something. My teammate, whose fault? Let's play the blame game. I love you more. Let's play the blame game for sure. Let's call out names. Names. I hate you. Let's call out names. Names for sure. Love this. Instant contrast. Blame game names. It's cool. It works for the song. Call her that for short. As a last and first resort. Bars! You call me for long. At the end, we know we're both wrong. Come on! That's beautiful. Whoa! Heat. Father Road, I'd rather argue with you than to be with someone else. And then dismiss it and went around and found somebody else. Love it. How's your feelings? I'm back. Give myself somebody help. Come on. Amazing. Let's keep it going. Uh, that's a whack bar. You got during each other like mud wrestlers, do better. All the lights, she was caught in the hype, girl. Well, light was playing you like the pain. Fantastic. This is the stuff we're looking for. My beautiful dark twisted fantasy. This is it. This is the content that we're looking for. This storytelling, not this yappity yap he was doing before. This is what we're talking about. Let's change the street gone on for eternity. We race one another so far from where we came. Good thing. So, I can't love you this much. I can't love you this much. I can't love you this much. And then it's like a cliffhanger idea. And then this part, I've already given my description. Except for that part. What? I thought that part should have left that, kept that out. Because now it's like, it changes everything. Should have kept it just straight easy taught me. That throws everything off now. Yeah. The song before that, though, all fantastic praise. Great job. Fantastic. Great. Love the authenticity. Authentic Kanye, best Kanye. Authentic Kanye, confident Kanye, best Kanye. Lost in the world. I'm down on my living the city. Down for the night. Down for the hey, oh, hey, oh. Most underrated song ever. Stop it. Well, hey, oh, 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 hey, oh, hey, oh. Well. Come on, that's on me. Slappity, slappity, slapping. I'm up in the wood. I'm down on my mind. I'm building a still to slow down the time. I'm up in the woods. I'm down on my mind. Building a still slow down the time. I'm up in the woods. I'm down on my mind. I'm building a still down the time. Ooh, I'm lost in the world. Okay, my fault. No, not my fault. That's off slaps. Instant contrast everywhere. Oh, you my truth, you my question, you my proof, you my stress, you my suit, my main, my sign, my crusade. Lost in this plastic life. Let's break out of this party. Plastic life, fake party. Come on. Let's turn this into classic night. If Charles, I've saved late night for lights. Yeah, yeah. Run from the lights, run from the night, run for your life. Down for the night, down for the night, down for the night. Who survived in America? That's the whole song. Still hits. Still a banger. He didn't say anything in here yet. See, this is the perfect. But the song is 4:17 though. That's something we need to look at too. Is this track length? Because a perfect another situation of like this stuff was had a lot of potential, but it was wasted on the production. Wasted is like in quotation marks because of course I was just singing the song with no problem. There was something there that was done extremely well. And then last, who will survive in America? Lyrics. I put Kanye lyrics. Just gonna put the actual. Let me get the rest of the Genius lyrics up while we're waiting. I think about you now, yeah. I'm going home again. Yeah, home again. See, he's doing the thing again. But yeah, y'all can see where I'm coming from now. Where like the inconsistencies shine through. It's a solid 8. Buttons here instead of other program. Like I don't feel like this had to be a part of the album. Realistically, I feel like nah, it wasn't doing everything it needed. And then boom, that's the album. So now we can look at the more important things, the more important aspects of it. If it decides to load and work, that would be fantastic. All right, what you got to say? But okay, overall opinions, like lyrics wise, I pretty much vocalized the good aspects, the bad aspects of every single song to an extent. Or if it like made me feel nothing, like "Who'll Survive in America," it's like that's tough. But if I had to remake the album, I already told y'all what I would do. I would keep all this, keep all these. So Paul, no, it's leaving. Devil New Dress gotta go. Runaway, stay, leave, stay, stay, leave. And then from there, I'd switch up the order a little bit. Okay, we got. Ooh. What are these questions for real? What song is me? I do not care about how she got on the song. Um, record. I'm not trying to read all that. Okay, y'all tried it. Then y'all did not succeed. Why? How could I exit out of that without? I feel like there's more to that, or at least like the description that they gave me right there wasn't enough. I wasn't satisfied with it. Beep beep dope boop beep. Weedy dee weedy weedy boop bop beep. Bow bow wow wow wow. Wow 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 wow. Wow 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 wow. So do y'all have anything else to say? Well, I could have just scrolled down. Yeah, nothing more there. No, gorgeous. What you got? Did I ever? Yeah. I remember how gorgeous sounds. Come on, brother. See, this stuff heats me up. It's like you have one job and it's just to appear. Literally pop up, come up like your best friend just did. Gotta refresh the page. It's like, can we do something right, por favor? Thank you so much. Now you don't want to load the rest of the page. I'm so excited to cut this up. All right, social injustice, calling it gorgeous because of it. Why would you Did you just refresh the page from whenever I pressed it earlier? You're trying to box. Actually, you're trying to box. Like that. That's not even funny. And then some more lag. Love it here. Love it here. Can it get to the about section? Thank you. Like 5,000 hours. I mean, it sounds good. Don't get me wrong. All right, I'm getting heated. Genius, thank you for your attempt to help me understand this album, but we're just gonna Google. We're gonna see other people's opinions and things like that. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now. Is listen to their arguments of why they think it's whatever they think it is. And looking at the lyrics really did humble me though. In the way that I listened to the album and I got nervous about making the stream. I got nervous about standing on like the overrated allegations. But after looking at it, because you listen to the to that first amazing half and you're like, oh shoot, this is tough. And then you continue and you hit that second half and things fall down, but you're still like in awe of what the first half did for you. So you forget it, you know? But looking at those help me like really lock in. Please work for me while the Wi-Fi slow today. Need to get another Wi-Fi spot in the spot of Wi-Fi. Oh yeah. It's a cute little Monday stream though. Tomorrow it's gonna be a room cleaning stream. That's all we're gonna be doing is cleaning the room. You don't see me at my ugliest, see me at my worst. But not just worth it. We'll go review. Can I exit out the other apps? Because it's like dead slowing my stuff down something crazy. Come back to that later. I was supposed to exit out of the Twitch studio. I almost played myself. Hmm. Review. What's the other word for review? My beautiful dark twisted fantasy review rating. That's what I was about to put. Rating, and then we'll put summary and just see what happens. We'll go top four of each category, and we'll go backwards. So I want to review. Yeah, go backwards from those. But first thing we see here is let me Wikipedia. Actually, yeah. We'll see what Wikipedia has to say. Pitchfork, plus article, Rolling Stone. All right, thank you for your opinions. Next one. I already said Pitchfork on Metacritic. Album of the year for the hip hop heads, sure. And best ever albums. I am not listening to what Anthony Fantano has to say, respectfully. Melonhead. I know that's what they call them. I don't know. Quora. Perfect. Stereo Gum. There's the New York Times. New York Times. If I had to rate it out of 5 stars, though, I understand that it would be a solid 8. Would I rate it 5 stars? Or would I rate it 4? Stuff. Rap pop music, rap opera, progressive rap. I'd have to give it a 4. It feels wrong saying that, but I'd have to give it a 4. Like actually, wait for these ratings to pop up over here, and let's read. You best believe him as himself. Crazy guy doing a crazy job. Whatever. Project dementia pimping on. Pop class disco. Loss of disco goes forward. I wouldn't say anyone could have made this album. It's a crazy statement. Who calls it fantasy? I'm about to throw up. It wasn't heartbreaks, but fantasy. No, we don't call it that. Although, okay, you said nothing of substance. Respectfully. Turns 10. But yeah, album itself could have been a whole lot shorter. Full blown Odyssey was narrative and songs and explores the highs and lows. Okay, good. Most powerful. So the powers on the essential. Pussy cuts. 20's like a billion around. Legend I become. See, exactly what I said. I said this bar was so hard. No, just not the best thing Johnny ever wrote. Love story, Prince of his old ego. I agree. But notice, let me see. Smith's luxurious. Mike Dean has Charles. Ross still a show at last. Man, Dublin won his trademark braggadocious verses. Was exactly my point. It was just I got money, I got money, I got money. But what did you say? What did you add to the song? Nothing. On my face for real, Ski. See, look at that, amazing. Oh, you get it too. Okay, so we agree. We said the same stuff, really. 10. Oh, this album cover uncensored. 35 minutes. We're not worried about the super video. We're about the album itself. Stop doing all this extra. Por favor. Thank you so much. Uh, a light skin friend. Okay, you're doing like a full thing. I respect it though. Let's actually get to the album though. Thank you. I said that as if I'm not the person who spent 20 minutes introing and not talking about the album itself, but talking about other albums. Hilarious. Why is everything jumping so much? Y'all are doing literally where everything else. Where did the thing I was just reading? All these ads, bro. Move. Where did the stuff that I was reading before? Oh well, we're gonna keep it pushing because y'all want to send me ads. Oh, it's right here. Why did it jump so high? I would not say it just did it again. I'm about to have a problem. If it does it again, I'm leaving this website for real, for real. Because you're making it difficult for me to read. Okay. Definitely not comedic relief on. Definitely not comedic relief. I feel like it took away from the album. He already had some jokes within the album anyway. Or some, like, make the South Park writer, you know what I mean? Swallow ship, crazy. And a sarcophagus, what? I feel like people too often try to make something good whenever it's not. Or, like, in this example, like, you can force something to sound amazing. I could, like writing on Baby whenever I initially started. I could do that right now. Bring a Baby on Baby and go through the lyrics and be like, bro, he's spitting right here. This is the best album ever. Ever. Oop, cheeks everywhere. Crazy. I'm coming home again. Oh my gosh. Musical style, lyrics and themes. Songs, title, packaging, marketing. I do not care about all these. Like ranking. 2010, 2010. Eight on greatest albums of all time is crazy. What else did you put? No, this has got interesting really quickly. You put it eight, eight. Nirvana, Nevermind. Is that the one with the baby wee wee? It is. Dang it, my stuff is getting taken down. It's like I just can't avoid it. Beach Boys, Baby Soul, Bob Dylan, Crash Murder, Killer. See, that's what I brought up before. Purple Rain. Interesting. Putting all that baby meat on my face. You know, I can look at like the length. Some songs just really be pushing it. Oh my gosh. So many long songs. We don't count bonus tracks, so I didn't talk about it. Show performance. All right, cool. Wikipedia. Thank you for your quick best ever album. What? Oh, I thought the thing said College Dropout was his lowest ranked album. This stuff almost had me heated. For real. Hold on, you said it's second. What's first? Okay, this is 33rd of all time. I'm not really gonna argue best of all time, but 33rd, I like that better than what is it? Eighth? You said? Different Butterfly. Okay, okay, justified. Can't be mad at that ranking. The 33rd. What else you got to say? 31. Did you say 33rd? Oh, Bob Dylan. People really can't decide on where to put that one. Put it above Big Kid, Mad City. Where's number one? Let me see your top 10 and see if you yapping or capping. Best album of all time. Let's see what you have. Radiohead. I've never seen this album cover before. Of course, it's in the Pink Floyd, Abbey Road, okay, Roller, Beatles. Beatles with two top albums. Don't need the bus. But you put three. Okay, it's obvious the type of people that like are on this website. I'm not gonna lie. Did I even read the description of? Or did I? Okay, good. I did what I should have done. I created another tab. I'm not sure concerts. But just like a track list ranking. Okay, people have ranked the tracks here, which is nice. 90, 88. 92. 83 is crazy. 88. 7. 93. Those are for sure opinions. I'm not gonna lie. What else you got? Maybe I had to leave it. I'm not trying to leave it. You rated this thing 20. You rated 100 out of 100. Oh, I think that's a report button. My fault. I'm not trying to log in. Leave me alone. I'm trying to look and see what I can see. I'm trying to hear what people have to say that aren't just like. Oh, here it is. Mmm. I like this. The 3-star people. Come on, talk to me nice. Cities winning. Discuss any topic without throwing eye roll inducing drug bars. I wouldn't say eye roll inducing. That's a little bit of a force, but I agree to an extent. Jamal's actually beautiful instantaneous achievement by barbarians that don't take it seriously. Exactly! Refuse themselves to be truly vulnerable. Thank you. Tone and consistency. Thank you. That sounds meaningful, but never sends on central message. That's exactly what I said. Such reality. Boom. Authentic Kanye. Embrace vulnerability. Who are you? Kieran the Walrus. You get it. 3 stars is crazy. I'm not going to lie. But you understand where I'm coming from. Kind of long, but it's perfect. You just say kind of long. Another one of my arguments. Thank you. Let's get it. 2 halves. I said this. Being forced up here to the last 7 stars. Did not say this. I'm telling you right now. I'm not bugging. Mine's the opposite sexual runaway. Okay, I'm getting hype. I'm getting like, it's like, ah! Okay. There goes. Okay, I wouldn't say downhill crazy. It's like a little low, then it's back on top with Lost in the World, then it's go back down again. But we did look at Lost in the World. We were disappointed how there were like no real verses on it. But okay, back to what we were doing. See? One of the worst things was Blame Game. You're to be not a fan of housemates. Once again, that's justified. Right. You said 12. You said, hold on. Waiting controversial. Let me because I understand, like, I like how we agree that this is not a perfect album. I like how we are saying that it's overrated. But what we're not going to do is discredit it. What we're not going to do is say that it's trash. We're not going to say that it's mid. We're not going to act like it's not still a great album. That's where I draw the line. Bring this track list back up. Because you went from spitting to now saying shenanigans. And you got me kind of mad about it. Now, let me sit up. 7, 8, 10, 12, and 13. And we're keeping 11, which is Runaway, I'm assuming. That ain't going to work. Please load. Okay. You said first 6 were valid. I agree. Nothing there. 7 shouldn't be a part of it. I agree. 8, what's 8? Devil in a New Dress? I said we should kick that one too. Okay, you might be spitting. Okay, you're spitting. I can't be mad at you anymore. I overreacted. Who are you? Untitled, I'd like to make an apology. I overreacted. I overreacted because you took out Lost in the World. That song's a banger. But besides that, I overreacted. I'm sorry for yelling at you. I agree. C's definitely written since I've been so. What? Fred 234Q. Yeah, you rated 90 out of 100. I'll let you slide. In general. Yo, Toro Guerra, don't comment stuff again. Thank you. Think about what you post next time. Thank you. You got negative 1 vote. You got unhelpful. L. Okay, my fault. I'm jumping you now. I'm sorry. This is well, it's interesting, but I think it's mediocre. Distracted. I would love a little bit more with your description, but I ain't mad at it. 10 is crazy. That's disrespectful. If there's 6 months album must have been out produced. Crazy. Yeah, you didn't say a thing about the album. You're just Kanye hating. 247 Joel Network. Or who you ever listened to? Okay. Bit long. That's a solid criticism. 70 out of 10 for the best album you've ever listened to is kind of crazy. Okay, Swifter. Get wrecked. Next, Reddit. Let's see what you got. Install? No. Text review. Y'all are just talking about Anthony Fantano's video. Can I put on his stuff without getting like copyrighted? I'm like 50-50 right now. If so, I can just edit it out. Fantastic point. Never mind, took it too long. Hell. No, don't try to pop up now that I pressed X. I gave you your chance. 91, 90, justified. What I rate out of 10? An 8? I did give it an 8. I'm not against it. I need more. Y'all are just yapping. All these 100s, what are we doing? Each song is listed as perfect? No. User reviews. Thank you. Users keep stuff real. What's your tracklist ranking? Okay, that's scary. What you just put. Popular. That was a meme. I don't even know why I clicked on it. Yo, this ad, you got 10 seconds, or else I'm leaving your website. 9, 8, no. Come on. These ads gonna heat me up. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I clicked on a meme. I'm not clicking on this stuff again. Or I'm gonna just look, and if you don't say enough, all time 81st by everyone. That's highly interesting. I'd love to do some research on that. But like user scores, if you're ranking number one, you're in rank. Nope, I'm getting distracted. Okay. Brad, take some music. Yeah, 8 out of 10 for a while. I'll do that. I'll like knock them over to the tab if you look interested. Hey, I'm listening. He's playing game. What you put as there's Beatles. Where's everybody's number one then? Because y'all getting controversial now. I see Frank Ocean. W take. I thought that I was dreaming till you said you love me. I don't even know if that's from the correct album. Started nothing. I had no chance to prepare. Couldn't see. Okay, has 10 for play, 4 points of playing game. Try to skip those kids. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. No, you got to take it out your mouth. Okay, actually, let me calm down. 90 for the interlude. Oh my gosh, I'm about to cry. Don't disrespect the interlude like that. Literally. This is a you crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Blame game lesson of a life. Come on, bro. Get out my face. You're about to make me mad. You're really about. You got me like. To Pimp a Butterfly is the best album of all time by the User Store. There's this Radiohead album again. Do I need to bump this? Radiohead again. It's great. Pink Floyd, is that the Wee Wee album? That might be the Wee Wee album. No, it's not. That's which year? That's wait. Nirvana made the Wee Wee album. Matic. Highly interesting. Minecraft. About to throw up. Oh my gosh, I'm about to throw up. Did y'all just put the Minecraft album 23rd of all time? Y'all gotta be trolling. Y'all gotta be trolling right now. You're no, forget this. You're about to make me mad. 80. Okay, that's what I'm saying. I'm about to get mad. I gotta stop looking. You get a track list summary of like what people put. Why didn't you say that before? Where was my stop? Go back to hey, beautiful dark fantasy. Is it right here? Is this the album of the year? Oh shoot, I just clicked on it. No, I didn't mean to. Control Shift C. Help me. Thank you. Because if it does that too on the side, that'd be so fire. What's your album? Yes. 95, 92, 96. Why are we hating on the interlude? 93, Monster, 90, Paul, 88. Don't you dress? That's overrated. Uh, Realistically, I respect these rankings. I'm not gonna go so as far as to like put everything out of 100 and rate it like that, but this one isn't terrible. Not the most outlandish take I've seen in my life. Okay, see what you got. Kanye East. Fortnite Falls. I'm gay. Game changer. I can't look at people who give stuff tens. I feel like you're missing. Whoa, that was about to go too far. I feel like you're missing. You're like rating it good for no reason. Paper, paper over any weaker tracks. That's solid. His best albums. Tread past for a reason. That's crazy. Mr. Critic, what you gotta say? And then you get these emotional critics like this. Like, what are you talking about? You over listen to any album, it's gonna get whacked or really predictable. All the lights. It's a W take. Critic reviews. I'm so excited to cut this up into like a full video. I cut past all these times where it's loading up and not doing anything. Game changer. I really can't look at the 100s. You're not saying anything if you put 100. 98. See, it's the best thing is like trying to buy something online. You look at the reviews. You always gotta look at the 3-star reviews because they're gonna keep it real. For the ones that are just not 5 and 1. Okay. I can see my mouse. That's an L by me. I should have been made it possible. Y'all couldn't see it. Ricky mistakes. I'm not changing it now. My Twitch studio gets laggy. Let's keep my is my voice still working? Because if not, I'm gonna cry. Ricky mistakes. Hallelujah. You just work right. So I already saw that one. That was 2010. So these were people that like listened to it right then. Shoot, I didn't do the other ones. The other reviews. The user reviews. Yes. Discuss most shared. Let's look at these users. What I gotta say? Right now, Amazon. Bow, 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 bow. Bow, wow, 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 wow. Moby Sound from Playing 1-8. Having that style. Oh, you're an Eminem fan. Talking about. You're talking about the. You're talking about the movie, not like the album. Okay. now. Putting up with fire way too long. I think it's time for us to talk. Okay, we're done looking at the nines and the tens. We need something like an 8. We need something darker. Oh, they ain't gonna find it here. Realistically, tomorrow's gonna be a better day. Because I feel like I succeeded. I gotta come to stream with more goals in mind. Stop calling it twisted fantasy. Don't do that. I'm about to throw up. They did it again. I can't believe. Can you work for me? Thank you. Ooh. Taylor Swift was only 19. That's crazy. Because you're going into like Kanye's life right now. Come on now. Keep the scroll going. And it's going to freeze. You have 10 seconds to act right, or else I'm leaving your website. You putting stuff up here that I'm not worried about. All right. You're done. You're done. You're actually done. Get out of my face. You're done. Aura. Oh, you're choosing between a butterfly. I'm not trying. We're not doing that. But it's so what's special about this album? Why is I actually know the answer to that. Let's go. Let's get controversial. Is it his best album? That's what I'm looking for. Never mind. I've gone this whole time without comparing his albums. Genuinely, I'll focus on just that one. Okay, you're yapping. Let's look at Google. What you got to say? Musical opus. Let's go 4 stars. Let's go 4 stars. Because these people are gonna keep it real. Got a person whose favorites were Blame Game. All right, we see you. Okay, I need more. All right, that wasn't good. 3 stars, which I got. Great. 2 stars. 1 star. Lily, you need a hug. You need a hug. Brody Home. This man just said it's a 4 out of 10. Seems too emotional. And basically just about himself and his redemption. Not like Jesus is King, which is his best album. And Ye is his second. You put Ye as his second best album? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold. You need help. You need help. I'm not saying Ye is a terrible album, but Jesus King as if you have Jesus King as your first, I know exactly the type of person you are. Nothing else could be better. I would have better reasons about 30K. Just her reason about 30K just republish the song. Like, he fight me. Terrible. Or about balls up second half, never listen to it again, run away, wrong emoji. Hype. You're just trying to be controversial. Has a lot of bad words in it, no good. Alex, I'm sorry that those bad words hurt your feelings. It's listen to the Don. The Don doesn't have those bad words. Big Snorfest, right? Eat my dog. That's a force. Give it a slight 6. Needs more charm. Did Anthony Fantano give this a 6? Whoa, 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 whoa. What did he rate this? No, but like, what did he rated this a 6 out of 10? Oh my gosh, why? You're actually about to make me mad. No, a 6 is crazy. I don't know why it didn't like click in my head why he popped up. I thought the 6 was just there just to be funny, or like I forgot he rated this album a 6. Oh my gosh, you need help. I don't know if I can watch his description on stream. Oh my gosh. That's how we're gonna finish it. If we hit that, I say give it that copyright. I don't want to play that game. Let me check one. Let me check the copyright laws. I'm not using this for money though, so it shouldn't. This now turned into my beautiful dark twisted fantasy. We'll go with this Redux review because that's what I did. My brother in Christ. Let me tell you right now, if you say some outlandish stuff, we're gonna have to box. It's gonna be me versus Fantano in a boxing ring. Wait, wait, Anthony, because you have it on your website, and if I ain't gotta get copyrighted, I'm not taking that chance. Okay. Dude, did nothing here. Let's have a conversation. We'll do it off your website. No, we shouldn't. Should we? Yes, we are, because YouTube is different. This is off of your website, sir. I'm gonna need you to not do anything crazy. And you'll hit me up with ads too. That's wild.
Hi everyone.
If I go full screen, can I still see?
Busiest music nerd, and it's time for a Redux review of the Kanye West album.
Okay, yeah, okay.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Okay, let's see what you got.
Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yes.
The critically acclaimed 2010 album from one of hip-hop's most polarizing figures ever, Kanye West. I am now reviewing it for a second time for a few reasons.
Good.
One, my original review is easily my most infamous review. Two, covering it again has been a consistent request among my viewers, especially since I did a Redux review of the.
But this is the thing for 20 minutes. It's crazy.
Mix and the track list of the record.
If this gets copyright, I'll just take this part out.
Review of it, which I thought vastly improved the album. There have been no such changes to this record, though. 3. This YouTube channel recently hit 2 million subscribers.
Congrats.
In a weird way. I thought this would be a fun way to celebrate that. And finally, it's now been about 10 years since this LP originally came out. Over that span of time.
When are you going to stop yapping and start talking about the review?
Respect for the
Respectfully.
This album holds in Kanye's discography, a creative bounce back from one of the most tumultuous periods in his life, a major second wind to his career, and a gateway to the more manic and unpredictable side of his discography. It's for all these reasons that My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is worth revisiting now, and maybe even 10 years further down the road too. I guess we'll see. So Kanye West hails from the city of Chicago, but this record is not about his humble beginnings as a soul-chopping hometown hero or a
Chicagoan
protege. Instead, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is an extravagant depiction of the high-profile, high-drama celebrity lifestyle Kanye envisioned himself transitioning into after the loss of his mother after the Taylor Swift interruption at the VMAs, after advancing to become one of hip-hop's most in-demand artists. And the concept of this album is spelled out in the title, in the album's opening lyrics. It's not a bland reality, it's a dark, twisted fantasy. One Kanye has been dreaming of since his days in Chicago. One that is as imaginary as Nicki Minaj's fake storybook British accent on the intro. But of course there are elements of the album that dwell on the wealth and excess of Kanye's current day, and the way his ego and persona, as well as love life, ties into that. But still, my beautiful dark twisted fantasy is more like a glimpse into a future that kind of came into fruition for Kanye, with him since marrying into the Kardashian clan, allowing his celebrity profile to
how's everybody doing there? Because he's not talking about the album yet, and I need him to like start to step.
What of it we're exposed to in the media.
This looks so weird. He's like lost friends.
Dark and arguably beautiful as well. But the fantasy he imagined here on this record
it's crazy. It's like stop motion. It's problem. So we don't watch videos on this channel. Also, there's copyright.
I was sort of bored by its portrayal in my original review, and it seems like even less of a big deal now that Ye's life has wound up in a place.
You got Subway Surfers footage you put on the bottom of this? No, I'm trying. I might fall asleep though. Sleep tired. He's not saying anything yet.
The narrative or the concept of fame behind it. It's also about the features, the rapping, the instrumentals. It's the total package. Or at least that's the reputation this album has grown to have. And of course, I was interested to see how those elements aged to my ears over the past decade or so. Still to this day, I would say that Dark Fantasy ranks as one of the best openers to any hip-hop record this decade.
Okay.
It's grand and glamorous and stunning piano chords with its flawlessly arranged chorus of vocals from Justin Vernon and Tiana Taylor. It's an odd but angelic sound. Can we get much higher? Is just like a beautiful moment on the record that I think also expresses the theme and the idea of the concept here, in that we've reached another echelon, a new height of popularity, of fame, of bliss, of euphoria, of extravagance.
How far are we in?
The beat on this track
4 minutes.
is absolutely mad. Jangly chimes.
You put like a minute per song.
The dusty, wheezing,
you got like 2 minutes per song.
melody that sounds like, I don't know, an old Mellotron or something. The way the instrumental thickens up on the second verse, though, the bridge, which is quite ominous too, is great. It's one decadent epic passage after another, and some of my favorite Kanye bars end up on this track too. From the classic aside of, "You ain't got no fucking Yeezy and Serato,"
you ain't got no Yeezy,
that I think get to the heart of Kanye's personality, like "Me found bravery in my bravado." There's also excellent strings here, like the plan was to drink until the pain over, but what's worse, the pain or the hangover?
Bars.
Fresh air rolling down the window, too many Urkels on your team, that's why your win's low. I loved that the first time I heard it. I still love it now. However, like any great Ye track, there is going to be a stinker or two, and I think he does meet that quota. Sleepy Hollow, which is known for being the home of the Headless Horseman, No Head. Maybe one could interpret this as Kanye saying something about having lost his mind, but Kanye oral sex bars tend to not work in that many layers anyway. Whatever few lyrical does,
I'm gonna spit out my water on that one. I wasn't expecting to see the words up there.
Made up for by how amazing the instrumental is, by the cold and confident flow that Kanye delivers all of this with. He sounds like he's in a place where he doesn't have to do too much to prove himself. The following Gorgeous, though, is a track that, to this day, I'm still kind of torn on. Without a doubt, it is a special point on the record, thanks mostly to its hefty helping of vocal distortion and Kid Cudi's ghostly, haunting chorus on the cut. And part of me likes how stark and minimal and bare the entire track is, but the faint instrumental over the song's 6-minute runtime just does not do enough for me. The drums, the guitar, the very quiet chords in the background, it's all just a little too faint. It doesn't make for that strong of a sonic foundation. However, Kanye does drop 3 monstrous verses loaded with quotables and food for thought, where he's boldly touching down on things like paranoia and racial discrimination. The first section of the first verse on this thing is easily one of the most Impressive displays of
Oh yeah, I said that too.
across Kanye's entire discography. Penitentiary Chances, The Devil Dances,
He gets it
obviously a
to an
commentary
extent.
on
We'll see, because he
the
might.
likelihood and
If he says that it's a
statistics
6 out of
that
10,
people of color face in terms of landing
you're gonna see a problem.
answer to the call of autumn, things being in decline, linking into that by saying all of them fallen, autumn, fall, for the love of ballin', that fast, money-making, quick, and illegal lifestyle driving people into a position where they have 30 rocks in their pocket, and the cop arresting them looks like Alec Baldwin, basically displaying that racial divide there between those being arrested in and those initiating the drug war. So not only is all of this deeply poetic and clever, but it feels so weird listening back to this because current day Kanye seems so far removed from making any of these kinds of greater connections between oppression, inequity, racial disparities in the justice system. It was even kind of funny going back listening to his initial lyrics on So Appalled, where he says, "I'm so appalled, Spalding Ball, balding Donald Trump taking dollars from y'all," not only making fun of Donald Trump's stupid hairstyle, but acknowledging that the man's a fucking scammer. People will often say, "Hey, what happened to the Kanye that said George Bush doesn't care about black people?" When honestly, this is the Kanye I want to know where he is. Where is this Kanye right now? Because this is easily one of the most damning commentaries on the black community and the American government's treatment of it on almost any modern rap record. Lyrically, the rest of Gorgeous just gets better from here, in my opinion, although it kind of starts to wear out its welcome once we get to the Raekwon feature, even though there is a bit of an instrumental change-up at this point in the track. Lyrically, I don't think Raekwon does enough, even though he's...
I don't pause my stuff to react either. I can't say what people are like. I feel like we you know what I mean? Just talk. Just like get your stuff out.
In the song. At the time when I first reviewed it, Power was maybe my favorite track from the record, one of the best songs of 2010, and I still pretty much feel that way now. In fact, I think there were a lot of ideas here that have only gotten better with age. The iconic vocal chants at the start, the amazing King Crimson sample, the chunky boom bap drums. The whole thing sounds larger than life. And Ye's lyrics ingeniously depict him on a power trip of sorts. He sounds like a power-hungry madman on this track. I also love some of the predictive bars on this track too, where he is rapping about grown-up thoughts intruding on his childlike honesty and wanting to have a custody battle to fight for that. Are the SNL bars on this track kind of petty?
Yes.
Sure. And do I wish the words Colin Powell's Austin Powers never came out of his mouth? Yes. No matter how generously you try to interpret that. Still, I'll take it with a side of cello. Thank you. So one of my favorites on the album here contrasts in the track list with one of my least favorites, and that is All of the Lights.
Whoa!
I think the track sounds like a tone-deaf comedy of errors. For one, the mastering on this song is awful. It sounds compressed to death. Why are the drums this blown out? I like the little horn line on this track. That's great. And I love Rihanna's slick hook.
About to cry. You gotta be trolling.
For Kanye's preposterous performance and lyrics on this track, from slovenly singing to the terrible word association in the pre-chorus. Cop lights, flashlights, street lights, Bud Light. And I can't help but feel as if the lyrics in the verses here trivialize the domestic abuse scandals that we often see come from celebrity circles and are highly publicized in the media. The lyrics are less about the abuse and more about bad things happening to the protagonist being inconvenienced or made to go through some sort of struggle as a result of their very bad decisions, which to me sounds okay. Bad things should happen to domestic abusers. However, that is not the tone of the track. Being generous, we could say the true meaning of this song is that having your life in the limelight often exposes your lowest points, your most embarrassing points, your worst decisions to the widest amount of people. But there's maybe 4, 5, 6, 7 dozen different ways that one could portray that idea without minimizing the suffering and the experiences of abuse victims. So even though I appreciate maybe there's a lot going on in this song conceptually and instrumentally, To my ears, it's a horrid mess, and a little bit misguided too. We then get the Star-Studded Monster, a track that is known for its long run of features from Rick Ross to Jay-Z to Nicki Minaj to Bon Iver, and there are a lot of things I like about it. I like its freakish attitude, I like its dark energy, I like its sinister vocal intro, the war drums and the beat, also some of the wilder asides from Kanye in his verse. Put the pussy in the sarcophagus. Put the pussy in the sarcophagus, okay? Just do it. The hook is super slick, and the point of this track isn't too far off from what Kanye was also trying to communicate on Power, how his life, his ego, his persona, his fame has transformed him into something bigger, but also kind of maniacal, something beyond just his simple human form. But listening to it more times, more years down the road, what's not sitting too well with me are the features. I do like how Rick Ross's husky voice sounds on the beat here. It's a good intro, but vocally I think Jay kind of undershoots it. His lyricism is on point though. I love the bar where he says he sees dudes he's made millionaires milling about, spilling their feelings in the air. That was a really smart point. But Nicki, by comparison, I think vastly overshoots it with all the inflection switch ups and the baby voice and the it's God, it's too much. And sadly, she doesn't have the lyricism to make up for just
I said that though.
overdoing it. In that Tonka, the color of Willy Wonka. No. So Appalled was a track.
I don't even know what color
I
Willy
reviewed this
Wonka
record
was.
a
I heard that was
for me,
like
one of the
purple.
best, but I don't so much feel that way these days. The odd and lengthy Swizz Beatz refrain on this track is still an earworm for me. Life can be sometimes ridiculous. I still love the track's fuzzy, apocalyptic instrumentation. It is sinister as hell. But Kanye's putting Jay-Z features on here like they're going out of style. And the track really could have ended right before the Sci-Hi feature. It really could have finished there.
It's over. It could have been shorter.
Because it's the weakest verse on the song.
Listen.
I'm so outrageous. I wear my pride on my sleeve like a bracelet. If God had an iPod, I'd be on his playlist. My phrases amazes the faces in places. Everything past 440 on this track just feels like an unnecessary extension. Even the RZA appearance. I'm sad to say, as much as I love RZA, as much as I love Wu-Tang, it just doesn't add that much to the track. I mean, if you really wanted it to be here, then, I don't know, swap out one of the Swizz portions and then just tighten the track up, and it's so much better. And Pusha T, even though I like his feature on this track, it sort of illustrates a general lack of thematic cohesion between every single verse on the song. Sadly. I will say that Devil in a New Dress still sounds great after all these years though, not just because of the clever lyricism, of the smart rhyme patterns, but also the track feels like a very cool update on classic Kanye with its chopped up soul samples, with its sparse drums, with its gleaming strings. On this track, Kanye feels less like he's rapping and more like he's preaching or passionately ranting at some points, and just going on and on and on about temptation and lust and desire. I love the buzzing Mike Dean guitar solo on this track too. I don't think over the years he's gotten quite enough credit for being the musical technician he is for some of the greatest moments on this record. The Rick Ross feature at the very end, while not mind-blowing, is an appropriate placement, considering the lyrical themes here and the large, glamorous instrumentation. We then get Runaway, which many people consider to be Kanye's best song, the centerpiece of this album. And I certainly get why. The instrumental, for one, is great. That depressing, minimal piano line, the vaguely industrial and frigid drums and atmosphere, which all contrasts very well with the light and airy and elegant strings and synths placed throughout the track. The Pusha T feature is a nice touch too, but there is so much about this track that I still do not care for. For sure, I like the idea behind the song, tragically finding yourself in a place where you can't love, you're a broken person, and you're telling this person who you care for to run away from you because you are busted. You can't keep a relationship together. It is very much a toast to the douchebags. It is heart-wrenching in that respect. There are also some moments on this track where Kanye vocally is pretty decent, like on the hook, or that little passage just before the Pusha T feature. But generally, the lyrics and the singing on this track, come on. She found pictures in my email. I sent this bitch a picture of my dick. It's embarrassing that he did it. It's embarrassing that he wrote it. It's embarrassing the way he sang it. I'm embarrassed that I'm talking about it. The verses on this thing are not cute. They're not endearing. They're not relatable. I would say they're kind of cringe. Also, the thin, horrid, distorted vocal solo that is manipulated, auto-tuned, vocoded, I'm not sure, at the very end of this thing, really wears out its welcome very fast. It does not need to be that long. It is not interesting for even half the time that it goes. If it was a guitar that was generating this sound, I would just say it sounds awful, but because it's a voice, I'm supposed to, wow, freak out. Hell of a Life was one of my least favorite Kanye tracks ever when this thing came out, and that is still true to this day. Not only is the Black Sabbath Iron Man interpolation on this track terrible, but it sounds absolutely silly over these goofy Casio demo drums and farty ass bass lines. Between this and the super speedy arpeggios that pop up in the beat here and there, the instrumental's a mess. What's worse is Kanye's probably very real sex addiction legitimizes anything he thinks or could say about sex on the song, so he doesn't really edit himself when he thinks about writing about nuns coming. Which I guess is cool if you're like an edgy death metal band or something, but look, I'm not a prude when it comes to sex in music, but for a track about sex and one's need for it, it's not a sexy song, nor is it all that extreme either. Like, cross the line, the craziest shit you say in this track is anal and gangbangs, and that's it. That's pretty vanilla. Your wild sex fantasy is just basically every college-age straight dude's porn search history. So Kanye's twisted fantasy then tumbles even further down the rabbit hole of sex and love on the track Blame Game, where John Legend's boyish voice, as angelic as it is, does sound a little silly, saying stuff like, I'll call you bitch for sure, you call me motherfucker for long. I do love the gently marching snares on this track, though. The string melodies, as well as the super sad piano passage lifted from an Aphex Twin track. But the cherry on top are Kanye's vocals, his rhymes, which depict manically these different pitched and distorted and panned vocals that are arguing their way through this whole situation, this scenario where a love is on the rocks, it's deteriorating. It's pretty tragic in the way that it plays out, and the way that Kanye portrays it is very creative. Now, stopping here, this is a song I could say that I love, despite the handful of little elements that I think about it are just okay. But that's only something I could say if not for the Chris Rock sketch at the end of this track. It is obnoxious. It beats the joke to death. And look, there are some lines of it that I think are funny, despite the woman on the other end of the line sounding like some kind of weird, obedient sex robot. But ultimately, the issue with the skit is that the tone of it totally upends the sad and dreary vibe of the song that come before it. Plus, it's a very odd transition into the record's very ornate auto-tuned finale, Lost in the World. I've always disliked the way the vocals are arranged on this track. I would say the vocal layering on this track is almost like the complete opposite to how grand and amazing the vocal layering is on Dark Fantasy with Justin Vernon and Tiana Taylor. Then there's the super cheap and silly, ridiculous verse that Kanye lays into this track that just has all these just very nonsensical opposites going on. You're my lie, you're my truth. You're my hot, you're my cold. For as big and as loud and as harmonious as it's trying to be, it just feels like a whole lot about nothing. And the very end of the record gets even more confusing as Kanye delivers this edited version of Gil Scott-Heron's Comment Number 1 piece. So we have one of the most radical voices in music ever talking some of his most radical shit ever, but it doesn't really link into much of anything the album has been about up until this point. I mean, maybe some of the verses on Gorgeous, but like, that's it. Some have tried to say that this piece and Kanye's inclusion of it is like a commentary on where his life is going from here and the outlook is grim. But for me, that very much feels like a stretch. So honestly, throwing this poetry piece into the end of the record, in my opinion, sounds like trying to force something super meaningful into the finish of this album to give the audience the sense that they've heard something that's way more substantive than it actually is. So nearly 10 years after my review and the release of this album, and I still think that it starts strong. It finishes super weak. The
Wouldn't say super weak.
concept
That's a
at
force.
best is spotty, and that is partially made up
Spotty
for
concept, I
with
agree.
solid features, extravagant, amazing, high quality instrumentals. But overall,
W.
in my opinion, to put this album in a word, overrated.
I agree.
A strong 5 to a light 6.
Get the. I'm about to cuss. No, get out of my face right now. This is why what you say is an opinion. This is why at the very beginning I said this is facts. I spit facts. Today it's facts. It will always be facts. That today, only today, the album is overrated. Yes, a light 5, light 6. Get out of my face. That's disrespectful. Literally. I'm mad I spent 20 minutes listening to your voice for you to give us a light 6. It is an 8. Solid 8, light 9. And what I'm saying is probably disrespectful. But it's not because today it's facts. You don't say it's a light 6. Don't listen to music anymore. You've gotten to the point where you overanalyze it to where you ruin it for yourself. Literally. Listen to it, be happy, and let your opinion be your opinion, rather than looking too deep into it and then ruining it for yourself. Mona Lisa. If you don't pull up the regular Mona Lisa, we're gonna have problems. Mona Lisa is a classic painting. You look at it initially, what are your initial opinions? You say, oh, that looks cool. Like the colors. It's a good painting. In the overall life of paintings, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. That could be your initial opinion, but then you overanalyze it. You say, look at all the cracks. It doesn't stand the test of time. The paint is starting to chip. It doesn't look the best. If you look at her hair, it's confusing to see what's going on. Is her hair really in strands, or is it just blank up top and it flows down into flowing? Her hair shines brighter, but her eyes are the most important part. So why is the hair a brighter color? You look at the background. What is she really sitting on? Is that a stool? Where is she? Is this a background that seems unrealistic in the grand scheme of life? Where's the sun? Where's the clouds? I give the Mona Lisa a 3 out of 10. Are you bugging? It's the Mona Lisa. What are you doing? Genuinely. I understand people are entitled to their own opinions, but there has to be a moment in your life when you realize you've gone too far and you're not enjoying things anymore. And whenever you notice that, you need to take a step back and look at yourself and say, hey, I'm taking this too serious. I need to start taking things in. I need to start looking at things more basic and get back that enjoyment that I had before. If I look at the word scribble, I could do the exact same thing, doodle, whatever. I do the exact same thing and be like, oh man, this isn't dibbity, and then up in the exact same spot. For me to get back to this point where I'm able to enjoy art again, to enjoy music again, and without being in this place of, let me give this actually amazing thing a 6 out of 10 because the music and the interpolations and the layering and the get that out of my ear. You're overthinking it. This is a scribble. Do you like the scribble? Yes or no? Sure, I like this scribble. Why? Because it's circles and circles are cool. Boom. Keep it at that and move on to the next thing. What's another thing? Pointillism. Pointillism art. I spelled it wrong, but Google knows what I'm talking about because Google knows what's up. Then we shoot up a little bit. Let's keep it simple once again. Do you like this art? Yes or no? And your answer is going to be whatever you decide it is. Because look, the sun looks good. Ah ha ha. I like bright colors. Ha ha ha. A little bit of pointillism. You can even ask, what would you rate this scribble 1 to 10? It's a 5 because I've seen things like it before. Nothing mind blowing. Pointillism. I like the colors. I like the vibe. I give it a 6. Good things. And then we can work our way back up. You could be like, man, this is the Mona Lisa. This looks amazing. Because look at the fabric. It looks so real. And her hand, and then boom, we're back to a point where we're enjoying it again. Anthony, do better, bro. Do better, bro. You disappointed me today. This is why my stuff is facts, though. From today, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is an 8 out of 10. It's a strong 8. Will it ever be a 10? No. Will it ever be a 7? No. I think that's it for today. Hope y'all enjoyed. Leave your opinions somewhere. This is going on YouTube probably like 3 months from now, so just get ready for that. But thank y'all for stopping by. Thank you for listening to my rant and my passion. Until next time, until tomorrow, really. I'll see y'all.